All right, I got a number for you. 32,850. And you're probably sitting there saying, well, what's the big deal? It's not in the millions, it's not in the hundreds of thousands. Yes, it's a very small number, but it's a very significant number. You see, 32,850 would be the number of actual days you lived if you were lucky enough to live till you're 90. And you may have crushed 16,000 days already. So now that you're looking at the last 16,000 days of your life, what I want to talk about today is the new to-do list. What does that to-do list look like? What are you putting on that to-do list? Let's start first with reading. What are you reading? What are you filling your mind with, right? Because there are magazines everywhere. You're reading some People magazines, Time magazine. Maybe you want to put those down and start looking at some books that are going to enrich your life. Maybe a book like Leaders Eat Last or The 4-Hour Work Week. Books that you can actually get something from so that you can give something back in return. Number 2, what are you writing? Are you sitting there doing crossword puzzles? Are you doing Sudoku? What are you writing? I suggest you pick up a journal. Journaling is a great way for you to just free flow. And even if it's just brain vomit, sometimes we need to get that stuff out. But you'll see when you start writing in a journal, all of a sudden you start seeing these ideas come to fruition, right? You could create ideas, you could do a personal mission statement. So start writing, pick it up, do a journal. How about what you're listening to? You got to feed yourself through the ears. You could feed yourself with some great stuff. There's amazing music, right? You've got some great artists that will inspire you, great inspirational music, but also there are podcasts. And right now, everybody's creating a podcast. So you can hear some of your favorite inspirational leaders giving podcasts almost daily. Podcasts are a great way to feed your mind. And lastly, you got to move, right? You got to move. It's exercise, but there are 2 types of exercise here. There's physical activity, and you don't have to go nuts, right? You don't have to do like CrossFit or boot camp. I mean, I do love my Peloton. Shout out to Peloton. You guys are awesome. It's been amazing during quarantine. But you could do something real simple, like a walk around the block, just getting up and being active. Do 10 push-ups a day. Do something very, very simple. In fact, I have a thing going on right now with a friend of mine, and we do 100 push-ups a day, and then we're just accountable. Text each other and say, hey, those 100 push-ups are done. Very simple, but it's something that I've been doing now for the last 55 days, so I've got about 5,500 push-ups, and in fact, I only got my first 50 in today, so I got to do I'll do my other 50 right now so that I can be accountable with you, and then we'll get to the final thing I want to talk about. So let's do some push-ups. Come on. All right, I already got 50 in, so I just got to do the next 50. Here we go. All right, 50 done. Back to the video. All right, 100 push-ups, done. All right, those are done. Now I'm gonna try to get through this last point while I'm out of breath. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. So the second type of activity is purpose-driven activity. Be an advocate. Pick a cause. There are so many causes out there right now, and pick one of these causes to come alongside with and be a voice for those who don't have a voice. Join a cause, be an advocate. This should all be a part of your new to-do list. Crush the second half of those 32,850 days. Put that new to-do list together. This week, I want you to add one thing to each of those columns. One thing that you're gonna read, one thing that you're gonna write, one thing that you're gonna listen to, and something that's gonna help you move. Put it together. Actually, put it in the comments below because I wanna see what you guys are doing. Share some of that information as our community continues to grow, as we continue to make some noise. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. I need some water. Water?